Hi everyone! Oh my goodness. I don't know why, but I like suddenly feel nervous all of a sudden. I feel like I haven't been on camera in forever. And yeah, I'm just so excited to be in front of you guys with another video. And this one is going to be all about the new moon happening in just 2 days. We are 2 days away from this new moon in Aries. I got my red wine. As you guys know, if you've been watching my videos for a while or if you've been following me on Instagram, I have a tendency to partake in a little sippy sip anytime we have these full moon, new moon, lunation talks. And this one is super special to me. It is in Aries. And I have like no real affinity with Aries signs, but I'm really feeling this fire sign energy. And the new moon in Aries is all about being bold. It's about tackling your goals, setting your goals, dealing with your ambitions, pushing forward with confidence, knowing that nothing is holding you back anymore. And I just think it's so interesting that it's coming at this time because the past few new moons and full moons have been very emotionally charged. A lot of cutting away of old things that have held us back, a lot of painful things coming to the surface, and making it more challenging for us to really just like get that push forward that we have been wanting since last year. To be honest with you, coming into this new year of 2021, I think a lot of us were dealing with a lot of old baggage, a lot of old storylines that on some level we knew no longer served us. And at the same time, we've had just so much difficulty in really pushing forward and pushing forward in a consistent motion where we could see immediate results. I'm sure it's not just me, but the past few months of the new year have really felt like, okay, we're taking 10 steps forward. And as soon as we feel like we have a system going that works for us, whether it be in love or in career or in family, all of a sudden we're slapped with something we thought we dealt with. And those 10 steps forward, we now realize we got to take 20 steps back. And it's been frustrating and it's been annoying. It's been hurtful and painful. It's like that pesky BS. You think you're done with that ex, and then all of a sudden, here they are, they pop up again. And it's really been testing for a lot of people. Am I over them? Am I not over them? Maybe I am over them, but then why is it that I'm being so triggered with their attempt at making a reappearance into my life? Have I really shut that door? And if I have, what is it supposed to look like now moving forward? I'm going to take a sip because as you can tell, that Gemini communication is coming out and I'm really just wanting like blah. So cheers to all of my Aries fam out there. Happy birthday. All my Taurian fam, happy birthday. And everyone who's excited with this new moon like I am, cheers to you because man, I can't wait to be productive. I'm making sure to make eye contact with you. You who's watching this video right now. Okay. Yeah, so we've been dealing with exes, we've been dealing with friends that we thought would always be there for us. All of a sudden, it's like, are you there? Are you not there? Are you reliable? Are you not? Do I say something about it? Are you going to judge me if I've caught feelings as to your all of a sudden busy schedule? Why does it bother me so much? What does this say about me and how I view our friendship? Am I viewing our friendship at a closer space than you are? Have I been too giving? Even with family members, can they see where you're at in your life as like, safe and secure? Old family conflicts. I'm not laughing about it, but I'm laughing about it. Like, I'm just thinking, even for myself recently, just so much back and forth with my family about whether to, I don't want to say the word because I don't want to flag this video, but we're all dealing with a certain global situation. And definitely on my side, conversations have come up about whether to do The thing that was supposed to be a cure, but now is coming out that it's not a cure, like to do that and go that route or to resist. And I'm still in my space. Like, I don't want to turn this into a political thing, but definitely I'm still like, no thanks, not me, not about it. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Where's Beyonce and Destiny's Child? But no, not for me. And even that type of conversation within families has brought up a lot about old stuff, like old stuff. Am I being seen? Am I being heard? Why am I being so triggered with feeling not seen, feeling not heard? Where is my place in this situation, in this relationship with my family members? Why do I have a hard time vocalizing my opinions? Things like that. Workplace. Let's talk about the workplace. Oh, my business, or to not start my business. Oh, let me go through every consideration. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough connections. I don't know where to start. Oh, this is going to involve talking. I don't like talking. Oh, what's the point? This global situation is going to stop us from being able to do anything anyway. Oh, I have a job already. I'm not happy in it. I complain every single day, but I already have one. Why should I leave this and start something new, even though it might be like the job of my dreams? FML, what do I do? And it's like, we've been going through such a strange push and pull with everything since the end of 2020, all the way up until now. And the reason why I bring that up is because for some people, this Aries new moon energy might come off as a bit shocking, jarring, confusing. And I think it's gonna feel like, you know what? It's been a long time coming. I've been talking about this for so long, and I don't know why it's been so hard for me to just take those necessary steps forward and freaking bet on myself. Whether it's in expressing yourself to a person who's been in your life and you know you're into them and you want to take your relationship to the next level, you got to start asking yourself, why haven't I claimed this person yet? Why have I not owned my own feelings? And adversely, if you're to the opposite and you know that you're out of the relationship, why haven't you already said you're finished with it? Push, pull. And then you come up with all these reasons why you stay, or you come up with all these reasons why you shouldn't say anything out loud. And then same situation with work, like talking yourself into staying in a job that makes you totally unhappy. And yet, even though you're listing all of these reasons why your idea would make a great business idea or creative venture, you follow it up with all these reasons why everything you said about yourself isn't right, or why you're not ready. Just really interesting. Family as well. And I think it's been challenging. It's just, in general, it's been challenging. Trust me, I feel you. I feel you. You guys have seen it with my page. If you've been following for a while, it's like, man, has this girl lost her steam? What has been going on with this chick? Her videos are inconsistent. She's always using a new camera angle. There's always something, this, that, and the third. Listen, I'm going through exactly what you guys are going through, trying to find consistency in something that means the world to you in a way that still feels authentic, in a way that challenges you, but in a way that's also generous and gentle, because things come up as you try to push yourself forward. I'm here to let you know you're gonna feel a sudden burst of energy coming up this new moon. You might already be feeling it. Where all of a sudden, as Venus, we know Miss Romantic Venus, and logical, communicative Mercury, as they join the sun and the moon on Sunday for this new moon, we're gonna feel a lot of energy that is going to push us to keep being bold, and not just bold in terms of love with Venus or communication with Mercury, but also with our bag. You are gonna feel so motivated to do something with that business idea, with that job, with that creative project. You're gonna feel so motivated to put all of your eggs in one basket and to just freaking try it out already. To just freaking try it. And so, thank you, Aries energy, We love you. We appreciate you. We look forward to you. Oh my goodness. So it's going to be all about being bold, for some people, kind of impulsive. And it's going to be a focus on personal goals, on love, and on communication. What a perfect mix of all three. And so I encourage you all, continue to welcome that incredible energy. Start making those to-do lists. Start having conversations with the people you were afraid to have conversations with. Go network. Go meet some new people. Apply for that job. Go through that interview. Tell the person you love them. Tell the person you want to leave them and end that relationship already. With your family members, finally give them your real opinion. Speak your truth and own it. Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be one of those, and I can't wait. And remember, new moon and full moon energy, they last a while, they linger. So even if it feels like this weekend hits and nothing major has changed in your life, I encourage you to continue diving in deep and really ask yourself, what is it that's holding me back? Is it fear? And recognize that fear is a secondary emotion. So you might be feeling afraid in the moment, and that's what you're probably attributing it to. But if you dig a little bit deeper, peel the layers of the onion back, beyond the fear is protecting you from experiencing something else, something that makes you uncomfortable. So is it fear of rejection? Is it fear of being vulnerable? Is it fear that they may actually agree and then you don't know what to do after they agree? Fear that you might actually be successful and get the job? Are you covering up imposter syndrome? Like, there's got to be something underneath that layer. So if you guys are feeling resistance and you're noticing, all right, I feel this energetic pull that's wanting me to propel forward, and simultaneously I feel something equally as strong pulling me backwards, really pulling me back and preventing me from taking that leap of faith. I encourage you all, don't resist it. Don't make yourself wrong for feeling it. Give yourself the compassion that you need in order to keep moving forward, and dive in deeper. Really pinpoint the reason why that push and pull is happening. If the pull backwards is taking place, stop, take a step back, reevaluate, reassess, go inward, and really get honest with yourself. What is it that's actually stopping you from taking that chance? All right, so the way that we're going to do our reading today, much like all of the other new moon, full moon, lunation periods, in front of me, I know you don't see it now, but we are going to switch camera angles so that you could see what I have going on here. We're using the Light Seers Tarot deck for one card each. We're doing pick a pile. Sorry, I'm all over the place because I'm so excited. But we are doing pick a pile again. So it's going to be 3 different piles, with the main deck being the Light Seers Tarot. We're then going to follow that up with the Chakra Oracle Wisdom cards as clarification. And then we're also going to be pulling from the Doreen Virtue Romance Angel Oracle cards for the people who care about this in relationship terms, like love relationship terms. And then we're going to close it off with a card from the Moonology deck as a full round reading. In addition to that, I have chosen 3 very specific crystals for this lunation period, because we said this is in Aries and we all about the money, money, money. I got us this beautiful Pyrite pyramid. Look at this juicy, gorgeous, amazing, glittery pyramid. And then for love, I pulled us this cute little rose quartz tumble. It's a polished tumble. And then for communication, I picked out this beautiful Sodalite point. And I am going to flip the camera around and give you guys a closer look at the crystals and give you guys a closer look at the spread and the cards so that you can go ahead and pick your pile. Guys, I have missed you all so dearly. Also, I just want to acknowledge the fact that, holy moly, I am at 103 subscribers. can I just take a second to like, and I just started like a month ago, which is like crazy to me. Maybe 2 months ago or a month and a half. I can't even remember. I'm just like so overwhelmed about that. It's something that I never thought I would ever get to. It's so strange to me that I have 100 people that like actually care about what I say, when the YouTube spiritual community, the spirituality community and tarot card community is so heavily saturated with people. And I just want to say a quick thank you to every single person who has chosen to click subscribe to my channel, who has taken the time to like my videos, the random comments I get every now and again. I'm so thankful for those things. You guys don't even know how much of a struggle it's been for me to just keep putting myself out there and to keep challenging myself and to not fall into imposter syndrome. Because again, I get so intimidated over all the people that are on YouTube doing pretty much what I do. And at the same time, I'm just gonna toot my own little horn. I have been watching YouTube spirituality videos since like 2012 or maybe 2014. And the first person that I was following was the Leo King, David Palmer, way back when. I was like just entering university, or I think I was already in university at the time. And he changed my world. He rocked my world. And like, I've never gone back since. And so I never imagined I would ever be in this place. And throughout the years of me watching these videos, being inspired by other people and their passion and their calling, I just noticed that I didn't really see many Filipino people. And I don't know, when I started my Instagram page and I started booking all my own personal clients, I recognized that something that drew others to me was the fact that I was Asian, and that I'm openly Filipino. I am proud to be Filipino. I'm a proud Pinay. And I don't know, I just think that resonates with people. And I don't see very many other Asian people out there that are doing their thing in this world. Maybe it's just because I'm not looking hard enough. That's not to discredit anyone else who's Asian doing this. I just am so happy to be a part of a small section of a minority group that is now seen on this type of platform, even in a small way. Even though it's only 100 people, for me, it's not an only thing. I am so thankful. I don't take anybody for granted. I appreciate you guys on such a deep, deep level. The fact that you take time out of your day to listen to my opinion about things and to listen to the messages that come to me. I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate you guys. And I will be having a giveaway soon. I haven't even announced it on my Instagram page that I've reached 100 subscriptions. But I wanted you guys to be the first ones to know that I love you and I appreciate you and I'm thankful for every single one of you. So with that said, we're gonna switch this camera around and we will look at your messages. See you in a bit. All right, so we have pile number 1, which is the Sodalite pile. And then we have pile number 2, which is the rose quartz pile. And then pile number 3, which is the pyrite pile. We're gonna start off tonight's readings with pile number 1. I'll just move these to the side. All right, so Sodalite is fantastic for communication. So if you pick Sodalite, we have the Hanged Man in reverse, followed by Service, Dissipating, and Confusion. And then we have Very Soon, Past Life Relationship, and Flirt. Just move these up. And then at the bottom, we have Confidence is your key to success. Okay, so with the Hanged Man in reverse, some of you are done waiting. Some of you guys have probably spent a lot of time holding back, going back and forth between what you should do, what you shouldn't do, juggling different options, waiting for someone else to make the first move, waiting for someone else to recruit you or to offer you a position, waiting for someone in a partnership to make the first move. Maybe some of you have been waiting to hear from someone before you reveal your true feelings. For a lot of you, there's been a lot of confusion in a situation where you feel like you've been giving a lot of your service. I recognize, I'm sorry, by the way, on a side note, that it's like reversed. It's like reflection mode because of the camera, but I'm sure you guys understand what's going on. So with the service card, it almost feels as though you've been giving and giving and giving to a situation, overextending yourself almost. And because in the past you've noticed that it hasn't really gotten you anywhere, it's left you feeling confused. Why is it that you're trying to do everything under the sun to impress this person or these people, to prove your worth, to prove that you're worthy, to prove that you're the right person for the job, the situation, or that you should be scooped up in a relationship, or that your opinions are valid? It just feels like you've been working really hard and you've been confused that things have not necessarily panned out for you. Some of you have been waiting a really long time. With the dissipating card, you're being called to really question, why have you waited this long? What have you been waiting for? You know you haven't been satisfied. You know you haven't been happy, and you've almost relinquished all control and given up all control to whoever else is involved in this situation. If this is a love situation for you, you got very soon, flirt, and past life relationship. So you guys could be dealing with a twin flame, a karmic situation, a karmic tie. With the Sodalite crystal, this is perfect because this is the crystal for communication. So a lot of you are having to vocalize how you actually feel. The onus is now on you to create the life that you want for yourself, because there's no more waiting with the Hangman in reverse. There's no more waiting for someone to notice all of the work that you've done and given to this person or this situation. Now it's about you. In addition to that, you also got confidence is your key to success. Channel this confidence and create the life that you want by vocalizing what it is that you want. You cannot expect to get anywhere in love, at work, in anything, if you are not willing to advocate for yourself, and to advocate in a way that is confident about who you are and what you bring to the table, whether it's in love or at work. All right, if you picked this crystal and this pile number 1, I hope these messages resonated with you, and I will be back with pile number 2. All right, so for pile number 2, we have the rose quartz tumble, polished tumble. You guys got the King of Pentacles, followed by destiny, perception, and discovery. Ooh, very nice. If this is love, we have let go of control issues, let your friends help you, and attraction. Very nice. And with our grounding energy, we have a new romantic cycle begins. Wow, this is so good. This is so good. If you guys chose the rose quartz polished tumble, this feels so great. This is a whole bunch of loving, stable energy that I get from this spread for you. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. Some of you could be this earth sign. If it's not a person, this is just a very stable, solid, reliable energy. Someone who might be a little bit more slow moving. It could be you who is a little bit more slow moving. Or if it was a potential partner, this is just something that's taken a while to come into fruition. If this isn't a love situation, it could be a job. Could have been a job opportunity that felt like, oh man, this was a long time coming. Why did this take forever? You're being called to come at the situation with an open heart and with generosity. There's a reason why it took so long for this to be how it is now. and for you to have the opportunity that you have. You needed to grow in some space, you needed to learn a specific lesson, you needed to meet correct people in order to make you ready to receive such a stable energy, whether in love or in career. This has been all part of the plan with destiny. You were asked to discover different parts of yourself that maybe you've neglected for some time. I think a while ago with the perception card, maybe you thought the grass was greener on the other side. If this is with love, maybe you dibbled and dabbled in various relationships, not necessarily being invested in the partnership that you were in. Maybe you talked yourself out of settling down with somebody, and you're recognizing that through that discovery process of the grass must be greener on the other side, you realized, nope, it actually wasn't. And this was more to do with what you needed to learn outside of a partnership about yourself. You had to deal with some insecurities, you had to deal with past heartbreaks, you had to deal with even just yourself, your own perception of yourself, and why it is that you have a certain relationship to relationships or love in general. If this was a work situation, you had to meet certain people on a different journey until you were brought back full circle to finally accept the opportunities that are being given to you now. Back to love. If this was love, you're being called to let go of control issues. Again, it's not about what you can control in the situation and more about how to start communicating with love and generosity about yourself, about your potential partner, about your situation. Some situations require you to let go. You can't necessarily control people or the outcome. You also have let your friends help you, whether this is talking to your friends about the person that you either want to go back to or the person that you're currently in partnership with that maybe you want to solidify things with, or whether this is a new person. Maybe you're having conversations with people who are helping to put you out there. I even get this for work. If this isn't also for work, you're no longer, if this is also for work, you're also not concerned necessarily about the outcome anymore. You're starting to realize it's more about the journey and how you got there that's really been helpful for you in general versus the actual outcome. For some of you, if this is still related to love, in your letting go of controlling how the person responds or where you guys end up and really letting your friends help to continue encouraging you to put yourself out there, you're going to realize that you were always attracted to this person and that it's okay to be attracted to them. It's okay to allow yourself to let go of some of your protective boundaries and to really be vulnerable and let your partner in. I think some of you have been jaded by the past. Maybe if this is a past relationship, you guys have gone through hell and back with one another, and there's been something in the way that's been making you scared to open yourself up again. Meet this person with love. Really channel this rose quartz energy. Meet this person with generosity and love because they're in alignment with you and you deserve this love. Don't talk yourself out of owning how you feel. In fact, we have here a new romantic cycle begins, which is your grounding energy. This is beautiful. Whether this is a past partner that you've gone back to or a new relationship in general, give this person a real shot. Give yourself a real shot. Be okay with looking at things from fresh and new. It isn't necessarily about always bringing the past back into your present so that it ruins your future with one another. Complete the past. Really forgive one another if this is an ex, and open yourself up to the possibility of starting brand new. That's great energy. All right, guys, if you chose pile number 2, I hope these messages resonated with you, and I will be right back for pile number 3. All right, at the top of the deck, we have the 3 of Wands, followed by grief. Ooh, this is about moving forward, baby. I knew it. We got completion. We got victim. Oh, brother. This is heavy energy. Oh, boy. Okay. We also have passion. Keep an open mind. Reconciliation. Oh, boy. And then don't let your pride get in the way. All right. If you guys chose this pile. Oh boy. This really is about moving forward. Some of you are looking forward to the future. What do you want for yourself in your life? Like truly. If you could have everything because you knew the universe was supporting you, what would that look like? This is about waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for the love to come back and be returned to you because you know that you've been waiting, you've been working on yourself diligently, patiently. In fact, for a lot of you, you've had to deal with this victim mentality that you've had. Maybe some of you were actually cheated on, or some of you felt like you were taken advantage of, or that you were breadcrumbed, or you were involved in some sort of toxic situation that you felt was really unfair. For a lot of you, this is a completion that's necessary for yourself. You really have to get complete with the fact that it happened the way that it did. You weren't necessarily responsible for the outcome, but you were responsible for how long you stayed. In some ways, maybe you enabled just the whole situation in general. Claiming the victim mentality is never going to get you the love that you want because you'll always be stuck in this mindset of lack mentality. And that's not where you're at anymore. The only way to get to completion is for you to grieve what was lost, whatever that ends up looking like. For those of you who don't resonate with this on a love level, let's say you're thinking about work. Some of you are really looking forward to hearing back from a job opportunity that you put your name into. Maybe some of you just had a couple of job interviews. Maybe some of you are starting up your own company and you're waiting for, your brand to be trademarked or incorporated or something. You've placed some sort of investment into something that you're hoping will bring abundance into your life. For some of you, maybe you've been rejected in the past. Maybe this is not the first time you've applied for this position, and the last time that you did, you felt like, man, they didn't even give me a fair shot. And you're still dealing with insecurity issues about putting yourself out there because a job you really had your heart set on didn't work out for you. If this is a work situation. Back to love. If this is you trying to get over something that took place in the past, you're being called to keep an open mind. Maybe an ex is coming back and telling you that they want to have a conversation to complete the past. You're also being told to accept the passion that you have for this person and the situation, and that there is a possibility for some sort of reconciliation. Now, reconciliation can take place in so many different forms. And this doesn't necessarily mean that you have to accept them back into your life. This just means that someone from your past is attempting to make a return into your life. There could be some sort of transformation taking place here in the relationship. This doesn't necessarily mean getting back together in terms of love, but it could be you guys getting back together and revamping your relationship to be friends, to be cordial, to coexist with one another. If this is a love situation, then, if someone is coming back into your life and they're owning what happened, don't let pride get in your way at the bottom of the deck. So these are your overall messages. I can't tell you guys what to do in terms of whether or not to go back to something where you feel like you've been wronged. But what I will say is that the only way to move forward is through completion. And completion can look so many different ways for different people. And it really is just a matter of you getting clear with yourself first about the role that you played in this. It's forgiving yourself first for allowing what happened to happen. And then it's also taking a big step forward in owning this publicly to the person who's trying to make a reappearance in your life. Open conversations have to be had both ways in order for both of you to feel like the space is clear for some sort of reconnection. I'm going to say reconnection instead of reconciliation because I don't necessarily feel that for everyone it will be a romantic reconciliation. I feel that a lot of people, this is an opportunity to just clear the past in order to move forward in some sort of transformed version of the relationship. If this resonates with you on a work front, you really have to be okay with how your past was your past. I'm so sorry that you felt like maybe you've been wronged, other people were picked instead of you, and it probably really had an impact on your self-worth and self-esteem and your ability to have a job in that chosen field. And consider that it just wasn't meant for you. Consider that you had to be rejected so that you could go through certain life situations, meet certain people, establish yourself in a particular way so that you could be ready for the job opportunity when it came back around full circle, which is definitely what I'm feeling now. Don't let your pride get in the way of saying yes to this job that's coming back around, because it's something even better than what you ever dreamed of and what you wanted to begin with. So definitely keep that in mind with the pyrite, crystal here. This is a beautiful crystal to manifest money and financial abundance and security. This is also a beautiful crystal to lead with an open heart, to really put your best foot forward in terms of creating a more fruitful, balanced relationship if this relates to you on love. All right, everyone, thank you so much for coming and joining me for another video. I realize this one feels like it was a little bit longer than all of my other new moon, full moon videos, but truthfully, I just craved being back in front of the camera and feeling this like one-on-one connection with you guys again. Even though you're not on the other side of the screen, it really does feel like I'm talking to people who know what I'm about and who know me. I really hope these messages resonated with you all, whether it be in terms of helping you in communication and inspiring you to really go out there and speak your truth, or whether it's in creating an abundant life, making sure you're financially stable and going after that job, or if it's in reconciliation or voicing the love that you have for somebody who maybe you've struggled to deal with and open your heart to in the past. Regardless of how you guys channel this energy, I'm really, really keeping you guys in my intentions and in my prayers during this new moon period. I just have such a good vibe about this. I have such a great energy about this. And with the spring equinox just recently passing us and us really starting to feel and get used to this spring forward energy, I can't help but think that this is going to be a turning point for many of us in all of these areas in our lives that we consider to be very important, and in areas that maybe we've been challenged in over the past little while. Again, when you feel that energy pulling you back, because a lot of us are going to spring forward but be pulled back at the same time. When you feel that energy pulling you back, lean into that. Take a seat for a sec. It doesn't mean stop everything you're doing and cancel the plans of moving forward. It just means there's something still in the way that's blocking you from committing fully. And trust that feeling, go inward, ask yourself what that is, and do that healing work necessary so it stops coming back up. Every time you're so close, it comes back up. And it really is time for you to face that part of yourself and your life, and it's time for you to choose to move forward with an open heart, with the best intentions, and with acceptance in the fact that whatever is meant for you will always find its way back to you. And a lot of us are dealing with storylines that have been around. They're not new. We're just ready now. And I believe in you guys. I believe in the love that you want. I believe in the job that you want. And I believe in the communication style that you are working towards. And for everyone that's out there watching this video, I wish you all a happy new moon. Cheers. Thank you all so much for spending this time with me. Cheers to a new moon that will bring us everything we have ever wanted in love, in work, and in every important facet of our lives. Cheers, my friends. If you liked this video, I am just encouraging everyone to click like and subscribe and to comment below what you are manifesting during this new moon period. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will catch you all in the next video.
Didn't take very long after meeting you.